too, and his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
While we have a chance here are the NBA's assist leaders for the second half of the season. Second, Brandon Jennings.
Tell you what, he's taken his passing to a whole different level since the All-Star break.
Powell kicks to Henderson. Dishes it to Powell. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. And that one hits back iron.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
The drive by Jennings. That's good.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Henderson passes to Powell. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He kicks to Henderson. Charlotte moving the ball around. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least. And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Stan Van Gundy had asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin will see if they can force him into a tough night.
Thank you, Doris. The Hornets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
Good on the second free throw.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency because they aren't usually a big player in that respect.
Now here's Jennings, averaging 13 points a contest. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Singler outside. Detroit needs to get off a shot. For 3, Smith, good. Smith's got 7 points.
And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
And the first one at the line is good.
Then you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And, you know, for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively. But that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be attributed to mindset. Those young, big, athletic guys have to become much tougher mentally at the defensive end to be really successful.
Here's Powell. Passes to Kid Gilchrist. Kicks to Powell. Pass to Henderson. He feeds it to Powell. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Ripped away. Henderson against Singler. And there's the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Henderson. Henderson off the pick from Powell. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose and stolen by Drummond. Fast break. Here we go. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Houston.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go, guys. A solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists. Unselfish play. Everything was working for him to get that victory.
All right, an opportunity here to check out some stats for Kyle Singler. How the second half has shaped up for him. He's putting up 9 points per game, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Now here's Henderson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Here is Jennings. Leading by 5. Feeds to Singler. Jennings. Nice ball movement by Detroit. There's the dish to Smith. 4 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. Zeller grabs the board.
And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Now here's Jennings. He's guarded by Powell. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. He dishes it to Smith. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Kid Gilchrist, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Kid Gilchrist has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets, it was a loss to the Raptors.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three. three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Now here is Single, averaging 8 points a game.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Henderson. And there's the feed to Powell. Blocked. Jennings against Henderson. Monroe left side. Count it from 12. Monroe's got his first points of the night. And a different look here for the field. Both teams making substitutions here. Pistons leading by 6.
Greg Monroe, 6'11", 250, the ability to play the 4 or the 5 spot, and his combination of size and skill makes him very coveted around the league.
Tony Mitchell out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then it's Smith. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And Monroe, very left-hand dominant, much better scoring from that side of the floor.
Yeah, and while being a lefty does throw defenders off, I think developing his right hand is something that will help him even get better as he moves forward.
Kyle Singler, a former second-round pick out of Duke, played his first professional season overseas in Spain. And Stevie's played consistent minutes for the Pistons to begin his NBA career.
Yeah, really a nice move on his part to get that developed. Came back a better player, and he's quickly become a solid contributor at the NBA level.
Charlotte making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Singler hits them both.
And Singler is one of those value-utility or Velcro guys, I like to call him. He kind of holds things together because of his excellent feel for the game. He's got a pretty decent touch from outside. You love his size on the wing, and he's not a bad defender at 6'8" either, so I like what he gives you.
Dishes it to Drummond. To the inside. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Drummond. Jennings has got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons. Powell kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Passes it to Powell. No good. Nice D from Singler.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Singler, not a big-time athlete, but he plays hard and uses his length well defensively. Got a shot to have a long and productive NBA career.
Now, here is Smith. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. He kicks